that we stay at, or the facility. And this is the driveway going up into the owners, and then ours goes down this way. And they keep the grounds pretty well, looking nice. The owner's home sits back that way. And then this goes on down. They've got somebody tends the yard now, or the gardens, general maintenance. They've placed to park a couple cars here. And then cars do pull in straight ahead there. And that's the back of the fourplex. And there's the walkway going up to the owner's front or back door. And this is a walkway going to the rest of the property. A lot of this has grown up since we were here last, and they've added a couple apartments since we were here. And there's the staircase going up to where we're at, and we have the upper floor. But I'm going to take you first over this way. You can see they've got rooms down below now. There's a couple steps here. They've added all this tile since we were here 3 years ago. 4 Thanksgivings ago, but 3 years ago. But they have a gazebo over there. And then there's the pool. And then back up to our floor there. I think I'll go ahead and go, I think I'll go ahead and do this area while I'm here. They don't have the fountain running right now, or the pond, but they have built a covered patio. There's their pond, and usually that's a fountain or a waterfall. It's a bar there, and I guess people come here for weddings. This is the covered gazebo or patio, and we barbecued here the other night. And then the ocean, of course, is right here. Just go right on out there, and you got the gate there, and you step down here. And there's a walkway here, goes to where the laundry room is. And last time we was here, the owner cut down some pineapples from that tree and made Johnny a drink with pineapple and vodka. And you go along this walkway. And they've had this since we were here last. And there's a stacker in here, which I'm actually doing laundry right now. And then you go on back around, and you come to the area around the pool. There's the pool, and that's their residence, the back part of their residence. And we're up there, and we overlook the ocean. And the ocean is right here. You can hear the surf. And I've mentioned to different people about the mosaic dolphin, and then the shower heads behind it. Well, that's it there. And the gate that's open past it, that you walk right on out to the beach. Now I'm going to turn around here, and there's apartments downstairs. 2 downstairs, 2 upstairs, and we have this upstairs one here. That pool water there is actually a little bit cooler than the ocean. The ocean is warmer than the swimming pool. Let's approach to the apartment downstairs. These are 2-bedroom 2-bath apartments. And you straight ahead is the walkway I was coming in when I circled the pool. And then I'm going to turn and go up the stairs. I know, this is one of those boring tapes. People always say, ugh. But the view is worth it. This is the... There's Johnny. This is the covered area. And this is the view from where we're at. What's nice over here is you can stand here and talk to anybody that's down there. And you see the pool, the main house, and all the neat trees. And then I go inside. What are you following me around for, Johnny? Huh? And then they've got this set up for sitting and watching TV if you want to. There's the kitchen area, the dining area. Then behind this couch is a futon or a day bed, and that's Brenda's bedroom at this trip. Closet there for her. Hallway. And the boys' room. And then our room. There's closets behind the door here. And the bathroom. Actually, it's just a shower, but it's nice. Okay, I'm gonna turn this off and I'll start again when we go down the beach. I did want to say that while you're in the house, you can even look out at the ocean. Enjoy the waves. The sunset is breathtaking from there. I mean, just gorgeous. This is looking down from here. Johnny and I are going to go on a walk on the beach. Where are you at, John? And show you what the beach looks like around here. Okay. This is going out the walkway. Let me get over here in the shade so I can see what this says, if it's recording or not. Now I know it's recording. These are steps going down. And take the shoes off so I'm not walking with the shoes on. The surf comes all the way up the steps every day, so you can't keep that always clean the way you want it to. It goes that way. But, oh my goodness, look at the little birdie. Can I zoom in on it? Right there. We haven't seen that before. But as far as you can see, and then Brenda went fishing yesterday, and she went fishing out at that island. So, oops, water's coming up on my feet. So we're gonna walk down the beach. I wanted you to see this tree. I wanted you to see the flowers they got growing in the front and ferns. And then I'm going to turn this off and go show you something else. Okay, the walkway I was showing you that here to the washroom, outdoor washroom. I want to show you what's hanging from the wall over here. Isn't that beautiful? That's growing right out of that planter there. I'm going to show you some other things. Down on the beach, Johnny and I just did a walk, but I didn't get the tide pools. And I wanted to show you those tide pools. So I'm going to turn this off, and when we get there, I'll turn it back on. There's the gate, and there's the house. And there's a natural seawall all along here that keeps the beach from eroding. You can see the angle of it here. I'm going to get on the other side and take another shot of it. Okay, there's that seawall that you saw the edge of from a different angle. Right around that corner is where we're staying. And then this seawall is made by nature, not by man. Keeps from breaking up. Okay, that was angle of all this stuff. Looks like it was volcanic flow, and it just keeps coming in at that angle. You really don't want to get in the water too much here, although there's good snorkeling further out. Okay, there's that seawall we was talking about. And there's a natural break all along this shoreline where it breaks the waves up. This is high tide, or close to high tide. And where we go snorkeling is right in that lagoon there. So we'll walk down there and show you some tide pools and where we snorkel. And you got to walk underneath these trees, and when the tide is out, you can walk around, and when the tide's in, you got to duck and go underneath them. Okay, there's that seawall again way down there. And we're here. And this is that rock, volcanic rock or sandstone that holds the beach. And then it forms tide pools right in there. It holds fish. And then right on around that corner is kind of a quiet bay area in the lower tides that where we were snorkeling yesterday and saw some really neat fish. And there's your dad playing in some of the water. The water's really kind of a pretty blue. You can't see it probably, but you don't want to be caught on the other side of these here because they could be kind of rough. There's the town. And right around that point there is the marina. Brenda's out fishing and going to camp out on an island called Mona tonight with a group of people. And right over there, that's the bay, and you'll see a step right there. There's a cement steps that have been there. They were there when we were here last time. On the other side, they must have washed away years ago from a residence. There's access, that's kind of a public beach area there. There's access from the road. And then that tide pool area I was telling you about is right here. And Johnny and I snorkeled and looked at fish in this area last time because it was right after the hurricane. and you couldn't see, the water was kind of murky last time, but it's a pretty color now. So I just wanted to show you some of this and all the pretty trees. And it's very private. And then this back here that's not developed, back in here, there's just lots of foliage. Okay, shutting it off. This is our last day in Rincon this time. It is about 4 in the afternoon, and we had a storm come in, and this is, I don't know if this is picking up all the rain, but this is a stormy day. It's very warm, comfortable weather, but really wet. And Johnny's reading the Reader's Digest. And Brenda went fishing yesterday and camping with a group of local people here. They'd invite her to go with a group of them out to an island called Mona and camp overnight. And she slept on the boat. She said she had the best place in the house. So anyway, just thought I'd show a little bit of rain. That's it. This is after the rain. This is actually Halloween night. And the sunset here is just beautiful. I've been taking some pictures, but I thought, you know what? I'll hurry up and videotape a little bit of this sunset. I should have done it when it was going down. But that's it. This is an evening at Rincon. This is JR on the internet, out listening to the surf, which is out there. And this is Brenda reading a newspaper, or reading a magazine. And John rearranging furniture. And Juan is actually out looking at property, I think, at this time. This is the night before we leave. And this is probably not showing up as pretty as it is. But this is the view from the balcony. And I'm in watching Survivor. And Juan is reading. John is still on the computer.
Not still, I just signed on.
And I'm going to go watch TV. This is Friday morning and we're leaving today. And I want to do one last sweep. This here, they had been working on the waterfall with the fountain. Because they built the waterfall higher. So they haven't had the water running, but that was shorter, but still there when we were here last time. And then the mornings here, we've had beautiful mornings. Johnny and I are getting ready to go for a walk on the beach. So, anyway, we'll be leaving and going over to Cabo Rojo and spending 2 or 3 days. John wanted me to record the falls because they're running now, and he didn't want me to do it from the patio, or from the decking, so I'm gonna go over here and take a better picture. Last time I was here, the fountain was slower, the waterfall was lower, and usually this pond is full of fish, but right now they're just getting up and running again, and they're waiting for the water to clear a little bit. as far as being able to put the fish back in. And then there's the patio again, the covered decking. And then the water fountain going into the swimming pool right there. I think I might walk up and show you the fish up here going up to Yvonne's and Flora's. They're the owner. Since we were here last, they added these steps going up to their patio, and since they added the 2 apartments there, it's extended their patio area. And there's actually the front gate going to the road, the front entrance, and they've added this little pond, and it's got a lot of fish in it. They're in the corner right now, but those fish are normally down in that fountain. And then, good morning. There.
Good morning.
There's Yvonne. Yeah.
Oh, I look terrible.
Oh yes, you look terrible. I want to show the patio that you guys have added out here to our son that we didn't come with us. So.
Come over here.
Yes. We want to see your smiling face.
How are you?
Just fine. We want to do a walk on the beach before we take off, get our exercise, but I don't want to do it without sunshine. So we can zoom in on her, and we can zoom back out.
Like a movie.
Yeah, it is a movie.
Yeah.
This is an 8mm movie. And then you just kind of pan around, and I already did your
And you take the picture wherever you see that it looks good.
whatever you see. But the picture in color is a lot better, and then you zoom in, like on
Where
your
is the
waterfall.
fountain? Oh, the thing. You cannot see it from far.
No, well, and then if you get tired of standing and holding it, you can sit it down like this, and you still view it here. But whatever this is seeing, see my finger? That's what it records. And then I did it.
And then you can put that on the computer, or
Yes, you can. Yes, you
How much you
can.
pay for that gadget, for that toy?
This, okay, this is from Flory and Yvonne's patio. This is looking out at the pool and the ocean. And then their living room is over here to the right, the double doors and the glass here. But right now they've got a little bit turned into a like an entryway for their properties. But I want to show you it. They're eventually going to change this also back to their living room. You've got a couple steps up here. And then beautiful doors. And then they've got their living room, their dining room. I'll go through this door over here. Oh, is that your kitty?
Uh-huh.
I was looking at that kitty last night. It was visiting with me. I avoided this corner here. Here.
The cathedral ceiling.
Yes, the ceiling is just beautiful. That looks out towards where we're at. And then this is the kitchen area. And Flory's trying to get out of the way here. And then it goes back around and back in. Beautiful. And then you go out the front opening, and there's the driveway and a covered parking area for people that's coming in. But that's not the way they come in. They come in through this front door or through the back. But this is their private residence. Well, Florrie, it's just beautiful. Just
You
beautiful.
can take a picture from here.
Okay, I will. I'm coming that during.
Look at the cat.
You wanna get your
Tita, Tita.
Say hello, kitty, kitty,
Tita.
kitty.
Oh, Tita. You're lovely. You know,
You're-
sometimes she disappears. You know what she does? When we're not here, be careful. When we're not here, she disappears like she doesn't like
From
it.
here, you can take a good picture in this area.
Okay. She does. She acts as if she.
Even though it's not finished, we're working into this.
All right.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sure. But then you come around here, and you can look out through the glass windows and see the property. And who are these two conquistadors?
This is Sancho Panza and El Quijote.
Ah, Quixote. Now, isn't he the one with the one did the windmill?
Uh-huh.
Don Quixote?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna turn this off. Say goodbye. That we're leaving, and I'm going to walk down towards the lighthouse and videotape this. But I'm going to go to that point and then I'll take some more. Okay, there is where we're staying. And this is, see how the rock is here? It holds the bank, keeps it from getting washed away. And then I'm going to go down past that boat area to where the surfing area is. If I can keep from moving this, that is the pavilion by the lighthouse. There's that boat we saw down the beach. And then this goes back, and you can see that funny looking piece of driftwood there is right at the corner of where our property is, where we're staying. And I'm not quite to the surfing area yet, but it'll be pretty much right in there. That boat that's sitting kind of high and dry is a marker for the surfers, so they know where a safe place to come in. And then if you see right here, it tides out. This is some of that natural barrier that was caused by volcanic action, and then it just goes on down around the corner where I was earlier. I want to go on back though because you can't see the lighthouse yet around that corner. Okay, there's that pavilion I recorded earlier. And that storm last night really took all the sand out in most of this area here. But here's those natural barriers that must have been made by volcanic flow. And then there's that one boat for the marker. There's a less rocky area there for the surfers to come in and out. And there's that boat on the point. Notice that palm tree up there without anything on it. That's a good landmark. And then there's just foliage around here. And I'm going to still see if I can get a picture of that lighthouse here. A few more steps and I should have it. These are some of the waves that they ride in. They're not very big, but they're constant. The banks got washed away pretty strongly, and this is why none of the surfers come in this area, only that area. Where am I at? Gee whiz, I can't even find where I'm at. Let's back up, maybe that'll help. The surfers only come in down there where that boat's at, because this is treacherous and usually this is underwater. And this was covered with sand last time we walked down here. And see how it's ate into the bank here? This was all sand here a few days ago. That storm was pretty good last night. Okay, there's the lighthouse. And I just walked up this path off the beach. And then you go down this road here. About half a mile, probably no more than that, 3/4 of a mile, and you're back to where we're staying. I'm gonna turn this off because the road going down here is washed out, and I don't want to lose my footing because it's slippery and muddy from the rain last night, which was Halloween night last night. But that's the view from here. There's that island that Brenda went fishing at. And I've just almost gotten down the road where I'm going to get back down on the beach. Lighthouse, which is behind those trees, they put in a whole bunch of jagged rock to hold the point. And then this is pretty rugged here. And then I'm going to be going back. This is all that natural barrier that I was telling you about. And if you can look down there, you'll see, once again, that tree without the leaves on it. There comes some water. Okay, turn this off. I just spotted Johnny, I think, waiting for me. So I thought I'd sneak a picture. And I believe that's him there waiting. So we're both getting a suntan and doing our exercise every morning on the beach. This is one of those rocky areas by the place to surf. But I want to show you the bank that got washed out last night. See how it drops down? This was all covered with sand out quite a ways yesterday. And there at the tip again is that point and that boat. John believes it might be a boat from the Dominican Republic or different islands where people are trying to escape and come to America. They do whatever they can. This is a pretty poor country, but it's richer than a lot of other places. This is that boat that Johnny believes some people came in on, were trying to escape wherever they were from. And I just looked inside. It's kind of interesting because it wasn't here yesterday. It's kind of interesting to see what's inside here. There's no siding. I don't know where the clothes came from, but there's children's shoes. There's a raw timber, some baling devices, food devices. I don't know where that's from, but more shoes. So maybe he was right. Maybe this is something. Oops, the boat just moved up. I get out of the way. But maybe this is something that somebody tried to use. The boat's moving, John. Boat's moving. This is the area that JR's looking at, and Juan are looking at buying a piece of property. It's about a 5-minute walk to the and then the stack them.
That would be like 30 grand a piece, or no, be more than that, 40 grand a piece.
Yeah.
for 3 apartments.
Build a 3-story.
No, they show you that. We'll show them the one down here, just like the one we're staying in, but not that big.
Anyway, it's a 5-minute walk up this road, across that road where you see the cars,
4 apartments, two on top.
and it's a community up in that area. It's $50,000 for the property, and then you'd have to build on it. Nice piece of property. These.
You guys gonna put 6 apartments there?
I think just 2 on top, 2 on the bottom. Keep one rented the whole time and let the guy, you know, somebody
Look right, you
maintain
can
it
tell,
and
you
take
can
the
snorkel right there. You see the dark part of the water?
There's people
4, 2 on top, 2
in
on
the
bottom.
pool, in the water, snorkeling. Snorkeling today, and this is the boat we're going to be on. And this is Marina. In Miami. Come back? Okay. I'll turn this back on later. Your dad's got it.
That's what I kept looking. That's what I.
You can see right down the bottom here. There's Border Patrol.
Yeah. Well, you found the island.
On them tiles, lucky shot.
Lucky shot.
Could have found this island or something else, yeah. Happened to fall into this one. Okay.
Okay.
Doesn't
I'll
look
turn
much
this-
of a current. So, the closer you stick to these rocks, the more chance you have of running across turtles and a huge amount of fish. You gotta be very careful when you go in there. You can see those waves pushing you a little bit. Be aware of your surroundings.
There's Brenda saying she's so unfit. Here's Gary out there trying to get fit.
But the boat's moving.
There's John here having a cigarette, not worrying about being fit. And there's bacon.
And I quit drinking.
And
Jim's having his sandwich.
Jim's having his sandwich. And I think Juan's taking a nap.
And Becky's watermelon.
Oh, my watermelon, yes. And the water is a very pretty blue. And we saw lots of pretty fish in there. A lot of pretty fish. And a Coast Guard boat standing right off, because you're not allowed to actually put foot on the island because it's a bird sanctuary. Years ago they put some monkeys on there to see how they'd survive, and the monkeys ate all the bird eggs, and now they can't hardly have any birds.
Is the current keeping like all the garbage away from it, or
Usually brings it out in the ocean.
because you know, like Mayaguez area, it's really dirty.
Mayaguez has a lot more rivers than Rincon does. Rincon's only got 2 rivers.
Okay, Brenda, let's see you getting fit. See if you can make it back here.
So
I'll
it
take a
goes
picture
out
of you.
and it just comes back to them.
But does the currents go west to east?
Something they change.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's getting further away.
So they have a lot of whale that come in this area for migrating and for
They come in here and breed.
mating, and
That's all they do is mate and breed here.
so like on the Pacific they go to Baja and that area.
And I'm gonna turn this off now, and Brenda's gonna try
Dominican
fishing,
Republic.
Uh-huh.
and if she catches anything, I will
Loads of
take
them.
pictures. Okay, over and out.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, you got a nice boat here. Exactly what you need for.
Yep.
The captain is rigging up
Just making knots.
fishing pole, making knots.
Worse than they are. They should be.
Brenda's gonna catch somebody's dinner.
Oops.
Hope so.
So what are you gonna fish for?
Everything.
Anything that hits it.
Ooh, tuna. The only thing I've never caught is a tuna.
I don't think we're far enough out for a tuna, are we?
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Blackfin and yellowfin tuna is good.
Wow, that'd be great.
Yeah. Oh, it's insane.
Okay, I'm gonna save some battery for the fish.
13th. When do we leave?
Okay, Brenda's getting hooked up here to
Getting ready.
go
Move
fishing.
that back if you need to, Brenda, for your legs.
Yeah, maybe I will. Here,
I
let's.
might take an ATV and go up there.
You need that seat scoot back.
Come out and visit you guys out there. That sounds like paradise.
It is nice.
I would never move back to California because I grew up in Fall River Mills. You know where that is?
Fall River Mills.
Northeast of Redding, between Redding and Alta.
Never have a man on that knife edge.
This is our room in San Juan.
His supreme achievement may have been his ending John Lennon. He created a permanent niche for
And this is
himself
our
in the
view.
American phenomenon.
We're on the 9th floor. This is old San Juan. The night before we leave. And you can't see it very well, but the ocean's breaking right down there. And then this is the bay. And way over there, let's see if I can get where I'm aiming here, is a cruise liner. There's 3 of them in port right now. Back up, Becky, because nobody can see anything. And we end up with a pretty view. And the boys are in a room looking out on the ocean. And I'll bring this back around. Far side, and then we have a door that goes in there. And there's Brenda and John. This is Tuesday morning. We're getting ready to take off, and I think I filmed this last night, but I'm going to go ahead and do a quick shot of this morning. And there's the beach area. Well, not really beach area, but the oceanfront area. So we see water there, and water there. Looks like the cruise liners are out already this morning.